Hi, how you going? While waiting for the next Dragon's Dogma 2 update that will hopefully address the game's performance, I'd like to talk about some of the most obscure mechanics and little details the game doesn't really tell you about. Before making this one, I watched every single video I could find on the topic to make sure I'm not repeating someone else. So here you go. 10 Dragon's Dogma 2 overlooked mechanics and details. Some of them you might know, some of them you probably don't, so if I missed something, leave me a comment. Let's start with a simple one, number 10. You can kill crows to get gems. So there are crows in Dragon's Dogma 2 that fly away when you come close to them, and they look like a little decoration element to make the world feel more alive, but you can actually shoot them and they sometimes drop jaspers, onyxes and tiger eyes. It's not gonna make you rich or anything, but it's a cool detail. It also makes sense because, you know, crows like all things shiny. Probably the easiest way to farm crows is to switch to Magic Archer and use the regular attack that lets you shoot multiple targets at once. Anyways, not a big deal, but it's something I learned more than 100 hours in, and I think knowing that you can make some extra money by killing crows as a new player can be somewhat helpful, especially in the beginning of the game. Number 9. Another thing I learned a little bit too late. You can steal items from NPCs as a thief by using plunder next to them. This one's funny. Most of the time there will be a prompt saying nothing to steal, but sometimes you can get equipment or even Ferrystones. It's probably worth mentioning that every single NPC will eventually get tired of your shit and start attacking you, and their affinity with you will go down. But hey, it's an RPG, it's nice to know that you can rob anyone you want. Number 8. You can fight golems using their own heads against them. When fighting a golem, you can make it lose its head by pulling its leg. To do it, while standing next to it, press the same button you press to climb enemies. Yeah, you do that and its head falls off and you can use it as a laser cannon against the golem or any other enemy. It's not a particularly useful strategy because moving the head around is not the easiest thing to do, but it's pretty cool that Dragon's Dogma 2 has these small things that allow you to be creative. You can also get Cyclops rid of their makeshift armor by pulling it. Again, not the most effective way to knock it off, but it's yet another little feature that is there, and it's nice that it's being thought of. Number 7. Buying everyone rounds at any pub raises everyone's affinity. It really helps if you want to get the philanthropist achievement fast. Basically just buy everyone rounds every time you're in town and you will become a local legend in no time. It can be easily seen with this mod installed that shows the affinity bar for every NPC. Like, see here, Dante doesn't like me very much, but as soon as he gets his tasty pint, his heart melts. It's especially effective when you buy everyone rounds at night because it's the time when all the pubs are most crowded. Number 6. You can duplicate any crafting materials you find at Ibrahim's scrap shop. In Checkpoint Rest Town there's an interesting NPC, Ibrahim, who specializes on forgeries.
The item you requested is complete.
Now, if you dupe quest items or grimoires, you get fake copies with funny names that look the part but don't have the functionality of their original counterparts. Though the game lets you duplicate any crafting material you want. Black Freakish Mane? Easy. Eldrasite? Of course. Foollahan's Bones? No worries, mate. And you also get legit copies you can use to upgrade your equipment. Foollahan's Bones, not Foollahan's Bones. So knowing this, make sure to keep one of each material in your storage at all times, because you never know. But wait, there's more. If you duplicate a Wake Stone, you get a Woke Stone, right? That's bullshit, Ibrahim. It doesn't work. However, if you duplicate an Eternal Wake Stone, you get a perfectly functional copy. That's how I got a lot of those. If you are on PC and still need an Eternal Wake Stone, drop your pawn ID in the comments and I'll send you one. Make sure to dupe it as well in your game and pass it on to somebody you like. And lastly, remember that jail key Captain Brunt gives you to break Walder out? You can duplicate it too to get an infinite out of jail card. You can also support me by subscribing to the channel. It helps a lot. Thank you very much. Number 5. Combining different material. I'm just kidding. Number 5. When attacked by wolves or red wolves, you can distract them by dropping meat on the ground. It's especially useful when they ambush you during an ongoing fight. Wolves in Dragon's Dogma 2 are not particularly dangerous, but they can grab stunned characters and drag them all the way across the map, and it's very annoying. With meat on the ground, they completely ignore you and can be dispatched with ease. Also, there's a theory that wolves prioritize those who have meat in their bags and avoid those who have rotten fish. I don't know if it works. If it does, it's very inconsistent and needs to be further tested. Number 4, pawns with camping badges can show you stuff. After camping enough times in a certain region and getting a camping badge, your pawn can act as a guide, which is indicated by a unique line. Here's an example.
There are 1 or 2 places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
It might sound like they want to show you a treasure chest or something, but it's not only that. If you actually talk to them, there's a new option, I have need of a guide, and you can ask them to guide you to the nearest campfire or, for example, a dungeon you haven't explored yet. It's not a big deal because most of the dungeons and caves are pretty underwhelming, but it's handy for those who want to find everything there is. Someone like me, for example. Number 3, a lot of people probably know it already, but I was completely oblivious for quite a while. If one of your pawns have Forager specialization, they mark only the materials you need for your currently equipped gear on the map, and you can actually see what's marked. Like here I equip divine razors and I can see where to go to get twisted pinions and white cobble to upgrade it. And if you click on the marked material, you can also see who you need to kill to get it and who needs it, the Arisen or the main pawn. And if all your currently equipped gear is maxed out, they just don't mark anything at all. Also, having a forager in your party is a good way to track specific monsters. Like here I can see Blackened Horn that only Gore Minotaurs drop, so it's very helpful if you farm pawn badges. Number 2, you can sell items you have in your storage when selling the exact same items from your bag. For example, here I'm selling multiple Saurian scales, and if I press on change amount, it actually lets me sell whatever amount of Saurian scales I have in my storage, up to 99. It's a bit janky, not very intuitive, and I'm pretty sure the game doesn't tell you about it, but it's there and it can be very handy. And finally, number 1, this one's pretty cool. You can ask oracles to help you with quests. Let's say you're doing a quest and you can't find the right NPC, like they simply don't show up or something, and you start thinking that your quest is broken and you're soft locked. That actually can be due to the NPC you're looking for dying somewhere on the road. You know, accidents happen. Let's take the Ornate Box, the quest from early on, as an example. To complete it, you need to buy the box and give it to Sven. But let's say Sven is not available, you can't find him anywhere, something happened to him. So if you set the Ornate Box as your priority quest and speak with an oracle, you can find one in Vernworth, there's one in Batal as well. They will actually give you a hint on what to do and let you know if the NPC you're looking for is not with us anymore. It's a pretty cool detail I wish I knew earlier, to be honest. I remember beating my head against the wall trying to find Sigurd to complete his quest and get the Maester skill from him, only to find out that he was dead. Anyways, that's about it for today. Write your discoveries down in the comments, subscribe to the channel for more Dragon's Dogma 2 updates and news, and thanks for watching. See ya.